Cascada is the most advanced automatic water the world has ever seen.
Cascada is the most advanced water on the market because it uses ultrasonic technology to detect the water level in your bucket. This allows us to track how much water is being consumed by the horse and to detect whether or not the bucket is present and ready for filling.
It knows how much water is in your bucket, how much your horse has been drinking, and refills it perfectly every time.
In the end, we didn't want any moving parts to fail. That's a very common failure mode in auto waterers these days. So we decided to use contactless, ultrasonic level detection. It operates off a wide temperature range, it's waterproof, and it's very tolerant. We all know that horses like to dunk their hay in their water bucket sometimes. So we wanted to pick a technology that it was tolerant even of really dirty water with hay floating on the top. Ultrasonic sensing does that for us.
Safety is always a huge consideration when you're designing something to be used by horses. So we worked with an industrial designer to create an enclosure for the Cascada that was smooth and rounded and had no surfaces that the horse could either push down onto crib or potentially bump their face on when they're using the water.
The other thing is it operates off of a low voltage power connection. So even in the case where a horse might damage the system, it still will remain safe.
We put a lot of thought into what vessel the horse would be drinking out of. In all of our user interviews, we found that horses prefer the standard 5-gallon plastic water bucket, and we wanted to make sure that they were always comfortable with what they were drinking out of and there were no barriers to their hydration.
Cascadas maintain the same precise performance no matter what the incoming line pressure is. We use a rugged brass solenoid valve to ensure long life and consistent filling performance.
One of the greatest drawbacks of automatic waters, despite their convenience, is the fact that you frequently have no idea how much your horse is drinking or if they're even drinking at all. Cascada is the first automatic water in the world to be connected via the internet to an app that tracks how much your horse is drinking and can alert you if they're starting to drink less.
The Cascada app and device will give horse owners peace of mind because you know your horse will always have water with a reliable device, as well as understanding how much water your horse is drinking on a regular basis. The app actually updates every single minute, so you always are tracking exactly how much water they're drinking.
The Cascada simply mounts to the wall in your stall or your paddock, and you can link multiple Cascadas to the same horse so that you're tracking all of their hydration in the app. Using a Cascada, the experience feels like magic. The name Cascada means waterfall, and the product itself feels like a magical waterfall that refills your horse's bucket perfectly every time.
I remember when we showed the system for the first few people, it's like this state of disbelief that you can just put the bucket on, it senses the bucket and automatically tops it off. It's just huge for people.